இணையுங்கள்.
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations.
Now hold your left thumb with your right hand and cover your right hand with your left hand. Om Ham Shivaya Namaha iti linga mudram. Now please perform the Namaskara Mudra. Namaskara Mudram. Now rotate your right hand index finger around your Atmanindra in a clockwise manner. Om Haim Kavachayahum iti avagundala mudram japadarshya. The next is Pada Puja. The first is the asanam. Now please take a few akshata in your hands and offer it in front of Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. The next is the offering of Padyam, Achmanam and Argyam. Now please take an udrani of water and show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's feet and offer it in the Padya Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Namaha. Please take an udrani of water, show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's mouth and offer it in the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swadha. Please take an udrani of water, show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's crown and offer it in the Arghya Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaaya Namaha. Argyam Dattva. Now please, the next offering is Snaniyam, the sacred bath. Now please take an udrani of water and offer it to Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaaya Namaha. Nanam Samarpayami. Now please take an udrani of water, show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's mouth and offer it in the Achamana Patram. Snananantaram Achamani Samarpayami. The next offering is Vastram, the offering of fresh clothes to Bhagavan Paramashiva. Now please take some akshata in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Vastrejnyo Bhavita Uttari Avarnatam Akshatam Samarpayami. The next offering is Ganda, the offering of the sandalwood paste. Now please take the sandalwood paste in your right hand ring finger and offer it onto Bhagavan Paramashiva. On top of the sandalwood paste, please offer the kumkum. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Gandhan Dharayami. Gandhasyobhay Haridra Kumkumam Samarpayami. The next offering is Pushpa, the Ashtapushpa Puja. Now please take some flowers in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Paramashiva. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Bhavaya Devaya Namaha. Om Navasdevasya Patne Namaha. Om Sharvaya Devaya Namaha. Om Sarvasdevasya Patne Namaha. Om Ishanaya Devaya Namaha. Om Ishanasdevasya Patne Namaha. Om Ushpade Devaya Namaha. Ushpade Devasya Patne Namaha. Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha. Om Rudrasya Devasya Patne Namaha. Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha. Om Rudrasya Patne Namaha. Om Bhimaya Devaya Namaha. Om Bhimasya Devasya Patne Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Bhato Devasya Patne Namaha. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Ashtapushpa Pujam Samarpayami. The next is the offering of Bilvatram. Now please take the bilva leaf, smear with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra. Bilva Patram. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Bilva Patram Samarpayami. The next offering is Dhupa, the offering of the incense. Now please Let us perform the Ghanta Puja. Please offer, sprinkle water on the bell. Om Hastraya Namaha. Now please sprinkle some water on the incense stand. Om Hastraya Pate. Now please offer a flower. Om Hamridaya Namaha. Now please take the lit incense sticks in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Namo Shivaya Namaha. Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha. The next offering is Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. Now please take an udhrani of water, show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's mouth, and offer it in the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Svadha. Now please take an udhrani of water and sprinkle it on the Deepa. Om Hastraya Namaha. Please offer a flower onto the Deepa. Om Ham Riyaya Namaha. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Atha Deepaha. Om Buddhi Sajadareto Bhaktannere Dhamma Sajote Chamakshama Harivanam Jarisovisha Mano Vidhuja Hare Rotama Samprajitare Abhijadnari Yamaparipaya. Om Namo Shivaya Namaha. Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha. The next offering is Naivedyam. The offering. Now please take an udhrani of water in your hands, show it to Bhagavan Paramashiva's mouth, and offer it in the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Svadha. The next offering is Naivedyam, the food offering. Now please sprinkle some water on the Naivedyam. Om Hastraya Namaha. Please offer a flower. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now please take an udhrani of water, hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam, and offer it to Bhagavan in front of Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Madhuvādarita Yate Pushparamahindamaha Madhvīya Santoharihi Adhanasodhodhi Sattvaati Akhindaya Madhuvādarita 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 Om Namo Shivaya. Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha. Naivedyam Nivedayami. Achamanam Samarpayami. Om Nam Shivaya Svadha. The next offering is Tambulam. Now please take the akshata in your hand and offer it to Bhagavan Paramashiva at the end of the mantra. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha. Samarpayami. Next is Aratrikam, the offering of Arati. Now please sprinkle some water on the Deepa. Om Hastraya Namaha. Now please offer a flower. Om Ham Riyaya Namaha. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Paramashiva along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Aratrikam. Om Jaya Ramanadate Yoradam Rajo Vaso Medite Devaswa Vedani Harikam Savanti Yedavanto Vedevanam Savaha Devaswa Vedavani Vechanti Devam Manasuvante Rajaya Devasraja Bhavati Sadhuyo Vācina Sadhāram Devamiti Yovācito Emati Adevāsa Bhavācina Satyavāsa Advitam Vivāti Sarvūragauram Karnavadaram Sādhāram Jayendraham Sādhāvam Madhyarakse Om Bhavani Satyam Namami Om Bhavani Satyam Namami Om Bhavani Satyam Namami. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta. Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha.
Nirajan Sandarshayami.
Raksham Dharayami. The next offering is Pushpanjali. Now please take a few flowers in your hands, close your eyes, place your hands in the Anjali Mudra and offer the flowers to Bhagavan Paramashiva at the end of the mantra. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta. Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. The next is offering of the Mula Mantra Japam and Gayatri Mantra Japam. Please hold the Yajnopavita in your right hand and chant the Gayatri Mantra 11 times internally. The next is the Mula Mantra Japa. Please chant the Mula Mantra Japa 11 times internally. The next is Vikshma Prarthana. Please take flowers, akshata and water in your hands and durva grass. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Om Haim Kavachaya Hum. Om Ham Shivaya Vaushate. Now please pour some water into your palms. Place your hands in the Uddhava Mudra and offer the water flowing down through your index finger onto the left side of Bhagavan Paramashiva at the end of the mantra. Om Yat Kinchit Karma Devesha Sada Sukritushkritam Dharmeshu Vadastasya Mumshakshave Shankara Shivo Dada Shivo Bhokta Shiva Sarvavidam Jagate Shivo Yadri Sarvatra Yashiva Swami Vatu Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. The next is the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the mouth. Now please pour the water, keep your hands in the Gokarna Mudra, pour the water 3 times. Om Atmadattvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Vidyadattvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Shivadattvam Shodhayami Svada. Wipe your hands from the right to the left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hands. With the tips of your right hand, index, middle and ring fingers, touch above the upper lip, below the lower lip. Wash your hands. With the tips of your index finger and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the tips of your ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hands. With the tips of your little finger and thumb joined together, touch your navel center, right chest and left chest. With all 5 fingers joined together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder and the heart center. With this we come to the end of the Pada Puja and Paramashiva Puja. Let us end the puja with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Arpanastu Om Nithyanandam. The next, we will now be beginning with the Subrahmanya Puja. Please get ready with Swamiji's deity or the Guru Padukas, the veil made out of turmeric, Shakti veil, Bhagavan Subrahmanya's divine weapon, and the plate of vibhuti for drawing the Subrahmanya yantra. Please, all of these ready. Nithyanandam. We are now going to be beginning the Subrahmanya Puja, Veil Puja and Yantra Puja. Requesting all to please settle down. All those who are performing the Skanda Shashti Kavacham, please settle down. Get into a space of deep devotion and gratitude to Swamiji and Bhagavan Subrahmanya.
Let us now begin with the rituals with the Sadguru Vandanam, invoking the presence of our beloved Bhagavan, the Supreme Conduct of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva. Please take a few flowers in your hands, hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra, and offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvati Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguruntam Namami.
Next is the Guru Parampara Vandana, offering our gratitude and respect to the lineage of the enlightened masters. Please take a few flowers in your hands, hold your hands in the Namaskar Mudra, in the Anjali Mudra, and offer flowers at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra.
Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam.
Next is the Arnagiri Yogeshwara Vandana. Please take a few flowers in your hands and offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra.
Lalate Tripundri Nitilakata Kasturi Tilakaha Puranmaladhara Spuritakatikopi Navasanaha Dadhano Dustaram Shirati Bhanirajam Shashikalam Pradeepa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate.
Next is the Tattvachana, the ritualistic cleansing. Keeping your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, in a cup position, take an udharni of water into your right palm and sip the water from the base of the right palm each time the word Swaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shrim Om Atma Tattvaya Swaha. Please take another udharni of water. Om Hrim Shrim Sam Vidya Tattvaya Swaha. Please take another udharni of water. Om Hrim Shrim Sharavana Bhava Shiva Tattvaya Swaha. Please take another udharni of water. Om Hrim Shrim Om Sam Sharavana Bhava Sarvatattvam Shodhayami Swaha. Please wash your hand with an udharni of water. Next is the Shuklam Bradra. Please take a few flowers and akshata into your right hand. Clench your hands into the Mushti Mudra and tap the sides of the forehead 5 times along with the mantra.
Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye.
Next is the pranayama, the inhalation, retention and the exhalation of the breath. Now, please close the right nostril and slowly inhale through the left nostril. Om Hum Ishanamurtayan Om Him Tattvaptrayan Om Hum Agarhadayan Om Him Abdevkyan Om Him Satyajatmurtayan Om Hamridayan Om Him Shityan Om Him Shikaram Om Him Pachar Om Him Nitribirma Om Hastraya Namaha. Hold the breath. Om Hum Ishanamurtayan Om Him Tattvaptrayan Om Hum Agarhadayan Om Him Abdevkyan Om Him Satyajatmurtayan Om Hamridayan Om Him Shityan Om Him Shikaram Om Him Pachar Om Him Nitribirma Om Hastraya Namaha. Slowly exhale through the right nostril. Om Hum Ishanamurtayan Om Him Tattvaptrayan Om Hum Agarhadayan Om Him Abdevkyan Om Him Satyajatmurtayan Om Hamridayan Om Him Shityan Om Him Shikaram Om Him Pachar Om Him Nitribirma Om Hastraya Namaha. Next, we'll perform the Sankalpa, creating a conscious resolution for offering the Shodashopachara Puja, the Puja to Bhagavan Subrahmanya's veil and the Yantra Puja, and performing this Skanda Shashti Kavacham to manifest our ultimate. Let us now enter into the Sankalpa mantra. Please clasp your hands and place them onto the right side. Om
ॐ ममोपात समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च श्री वल्ली देवसेना समेत श्री आनंद सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामी प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम यावच्छक्ति श्री वल्ली देवसेना समेत श्री आनंद सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिनः अवतारभूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव ध्यान आवाहनादि षोडशोपचार पूजां शक्त्यर्चनं यंत्र पूजां च यथाशक्ति करिष्ये। तदंगत्वेन स्कंदषष्टि महोत्सवाख्ये कर्मणि स्कंदषष्टि व्रताख्य कर्म करिष्ये। Please drop the flowers and akshata onto your right hand side and rinse your hand with an udharni of water. We will now begin with the Skanda Shashti Vrata with tying the sacred thread. Please place the sacred thread, the kapul, onto Swamiji's feet. Let us now enter into the offering of the Shodashopachara Puja. The first is the offering of Dhyana. Meditate on the form of Bhagavan Subrahmanya with 6 faces, 12 hands, seated on the peacock, Mayura Vahana, holding the Shaktiyayudha, the veil, in his hands. Seated on the Simhasana, the Ratna Simhasana, the golden throne, having the aura of Surya Koti Samaprabha, of crores of suns. Visualize the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, as Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Please take a few flowers in your hands. Hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra as you meditate on the form of Bhagavan Subrahmanya.
If you're looking to
ॐ सेनाधिपमहाबाहो षण्मुखेश्वरनन्दन मयूरवाहन स्वामिन् शक्तिद्वयसमन्वित करुणाकर भक्तेष्टवरदाद्रिसुतासुत द्विषड्भुजकुमारत्वं प्रसन्नो भव सर्वदा सिंहासने सुखासीनं सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभं ध्यायामि देवं तं भक्त्या स्कन्दं शरवणोद्भवम् श्रीवल्लीदेवसेना समेत श्रीसुब्रह्मण्यं ध्यायामि सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरे चिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम् श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव स्वामिन् ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि. Please offer the flowers to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva. Next is the offering of the Avahanam. Please take a few flowers in your hands. Hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra and offer the flowers to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Om Subramanya Mahabhaga Krunchakhya Giribhedana Avahayami Devatvam Bhaktabhishta Prato Bhava Shri Subramanya Avahayami. Now, establish yourself in the bhavana, in the feeling connection that Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, have manifested in their form in front of you, and they are receiving all the various upacharas, the various offerings that you are offering to them as a part of the puja. The first is the offering of asana, the offering of the feet. Please take some akshata in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Archita Ratna Simhasanam Deva Grahana Varadabhyaya Shri Subramanyaya Namaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Padyam, the offering of water for washing the feet of Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please take an udharni of water and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the end of the mantra. Om Ganeshanuja Devesha Vallika Madavigraha Padyam Grahana Gangeya Bhaktya Dattam Surachita Shri Subramanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Padyam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Arghya, the offering of the traditional bouquet. Please take the Arghya. Please take an udharni of water and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the end of the mantra. ॐ ब्रह्मादिदेव वृन्दानां प्रणवार्थोपदेशक अर्घ्यं ग्रहाण देवेश तारकाकान्तषण्मुख श्री सुब्रह्मण्याय नमः श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि. Next is the offering of the Achamanam. Please take a dania of water and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism by the end of the mantra. Om Ela Kunguma Kasturi Karpura Adisuvasitaihi Tirthairachamyatam Deva Gangadhara Sutavyaya Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Snanam, the offering of the sacred bath. Please take a dania of water and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Swamin Sharavano Adbhuta Shurabadmadhurantaka Gangadisalilai Snahi Devasena Manohara Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Snapayami. Next is the offering of the Panchamrita Snana. Now, visualize offering the Panchamrita Abhishekam to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Please take a dania of water and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, along with the mantra. Om Sharpara Madhugo Kshira Phalasaraghritaidyutam Panchamrita Snanamidam Bahule Jagrahanabho Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Panchamrita Snanam Samarpayami. Now, please take another dania of water, visualizing cleaning the Panchamrita after the Abhishekam from the form, from the deity of Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva. Punaha Shuddhodaka Snanam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Vastra, the offering of the sacred clothes. Please take some akshata in your hands, hover it over the Vastra clockwise, and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, along with the mantra. Om Dukulavatra Yugalam Muktada Alatamanvitam Pritya Grahana Gangeja Bhakta Padbhanjanakshama Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Vastra Yugmam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Yajnopavita and the Abharana, the sacred jewels. Now please take some akshata in your hands, hover it clockwise over the sacred jewels, the Abharana, and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Om Rajatam Brahmasutram Cha Kanchanam Chottarijakam Yajnopavitam Devesha Grahana Suranayaka Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Upavita Bharanam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Bhasmaraksha. Please take a pinch of Bhasma, place it into a cup, and offer it, show it to the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Om Nityagnihotra Sambhutam Viraja Homa Bhavitam Grahana Bhasmahe Swamin Bhaktanam Bhutido Bhava Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Bhasmaraksham Samarpayami Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Bhasmaraksham Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Gandha, the offering of the sandalwood paste. Now please take the sandalwood paste in your right hand ring finger and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, along with the mantra. Om Kasturi Kunkumadjisha Vasitam Sahimodakam Gandham Vilepanarthaya Grahana Krumchadarana Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Gandhandharayami. Next is the offering of Akshata. Please take some Akshata in your hands and offer it to the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Om Akshatan Dhavalan Divyan Shaleyan Tandulan Shubhan Kanchanakshata Samyuktam Kumara Pratigrihyata Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Akshatan Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Pushpa, the offering of the fragrant flowers. Please take a few flowers in your hands, offer to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, along with the mantra. Om Punnagavakulashoka Nipa Patala Jaticha Vasantika Bilvajaji Pushpani Pratigrihyata Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Pushpani Samarpayami. We will now perform the Anga Puja for the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, as Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Now offer flowers to each body part as we chant the following mantras. First, offer the flowers to the feet. Om Suravandita Padaya Namaha Pado Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the knees. Om Mukurakara Janave Namaha Januni Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the thighs. Om Kaliraja Karurave Namaha Uru Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the hips. Om Ratna Kinkini Kayukta Kataye Namaha Katim Pujayami. Offer the flowers below the navel center. Om Guhaya Namaha Guhyam Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the stomach. Om Heramba Sahodara Yanamaha Udaram Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the navel center. Om Sunabhaye Namaha Nabhim Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the heart center. Om Suhride Namaha Hridayam Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the center of the chest. Om Vishala Vakshate Namaha Vakshasthalam Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the right and the left chest. Om Kritika Stanandana Yanamaha Tano Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the arms. Om Shatrujayodhitabahave Namaha Bahun Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the hands. Om Shaktihattaya Namaha Hastan Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the neck. Om Pushkarastraje Namaha Kantham Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the face. Om Shanmukhaya Namaha Mukhani Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the nose. Om Sunasaya Namaha Nasike Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the eyes. Om Dushan Netraya Namaha Netrani Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the ears. Om Hiranyakundalaya Namaha Karnau Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the forehead. Om Bhalanetra Sutaya Namaha Bhalam Pujayami. Offer the flowers to the head. Om Vedashiro Vedyaya Namaha Shirah Pujayami. Offer the flowers all over the body. Om Senapataye Namaha Sarvani Angani Pujayami. Now we will offer the Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedyam and the Arati. Now, please take the lit incense in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramishivam, along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Dashanga Gugulopetam Sugandha Sumanoharam Kapilaghrita Samyuktam Dhupam Ghrishva Shanmukha Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Dhupam Agrapayami. Next is the offering of Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. Please take the Deepa in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya, along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Sadyam Trivarti Sanyuktam Vanhina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Sandesha Trailokya Timirapaham Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Deepam Sandarshayami. Next is the offering of Naivedyam, the offering of the food. Now please take a dhanya of water in your hands, hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya by the end of the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Lekhyam Joshyam Cha Bhodyam Cha Paniyam Shadrasanvitam Bhakshya Shakadi Samayuktam Naivedyam Skanda Grihyatam Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Maha Naivedyam Nivedayami Naivedyanantaramasamanam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Tambulam, the offering of the beech leaves and the betel nut. Please take some akshata in your hands and offer the Tambulam to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya. Om Pugi Palasarvayuktam Nagavalli Dalayutam Karpura Churna Sanjuktam Tambulam Pratigrihyata Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Tambulam Samarpayami.
If you're thinking of selling your house, want to know how much more you could
Next is the offering of the Arati, the Aratrikam. Please take the lit Arati in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya. Om Devatena Skanda Sansara Dhvanta Bharaka Nirajanamidam Deva Grihyatam Surasattama. Om Sangrahanyeshya Yadade Imam Janatagum Sangrahaniti Dvadasharatni Rashana Bhavati Dvadashamasa Samvatsaraha Samvatsarameva Varundhe Maunji Bhavati Purvai Munjaha Pujameva Puram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravinде Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Shri Ananda Subramanya Swamine Namaha Mangala Nirajanam Sandarshayami Rakchandharayami. Next is the offering of Pushpanjali. Please take a few flowers in your hands. Hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra, offering your gratitude and your respects to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya. Om Pushpanjalim Pradasyami Bhaktabhishta Pradayaka Grahanavalli Ramana Suprite Nantaratmana Yobam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuvan Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuvan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Shri Subrahmanyaya Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Vedokta Mantra Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. Next offering is the Arghya Dana. Please take an udharni of water and offer it thrice to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva. Offer the water each time the word idam argham is chanted. Om Devasenapate Swamin Senanirakhileshvara idam argham pradasyami suprito bhava sarvada Shri Subrahmanyaya namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Sarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramasivaya namaha idam argham. Next is the offering of Arghyadan for Bhagavan Chandra. Please offer the water thrice to Bhagavan Chandra into a small vessel. Om Chandrateja Mahabhaga Soma Vibhushana idam argham pradasyami suprito bhava sarvada Shri Rohini Sahita Chandraya namaha idam argham. Now we'll be offering the Arghya to Mayura, who is the Vahana of Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Om Nilakantha Mahabhaga Subrahmanya Subhahana idam argham pradasyami suprito bhava sarvada Mayuraya namaha idam argham. Now please take a few flowers, smear the chandan and mix with akshata in your hands and offer to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, by the end of the mantra. Shri Subramanya Swarupasya Brahmanasya idamasanam gandhadi sakalaradhane swarchitam senani pratigrihnati senani vaidadati cha senani starako dvabhyam senani ite namo namaha idam upayanam satakshinatam satambulam valli deva sena sameta Shri Subramanya pritim kamanaya namastubhyam sampradade. Have your hands in the Namaskar mudra and pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Shri Subramanya supritaha suprasanno parado bhavantu. We will now perform the puja to the Shaktiyayudha to Bhagavan Subrahmanya's veil. All the participants and viewers, for everyone who is performing the Skanda Shashti Vratam, we request you to create a veil, a spear of Bhagavan Subrahmanya.
The veil that we are looking at is the direct weapon that Devi Parashakti has bestowed Bhagavan Subrahmanya with. You can either get a veil, or you can also make a veil by yourself using the materials at your home, such as cardboard and other jewelry. And the offering of the puja will be offered to the veil. Those of you who do not have Subrahmanya deity can offer the puja to Bhagavan himself, to your Atmamurti, as the embodiment, as a living manifestation, the living incarnation of Bhagavan Subrahmanya. So please make a veil, as you can see, and place it on the hands of the Atmamurti. And we will now be performing the puja to the veil.
Now, please offer the flowers or akshata to the veil each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shrim Hrim Klim Aim Som Nikhila Jagadanda Sandabhuta Tanukurubham Jaladhisthanija Paraprakriti Rupa Jnanananda Swarupini Parashaktireva Guhahasta Vilasanti Nidhiswarupa Mahashaktiyayudhaya Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Guhahasta Nidhiswarupa Sarvashaktyi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Kram Krum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Harana Harana Pashapali Simhavakti Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Aim Dream Drum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tirodhana Anugraha Prasadinyi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Ram Rim Rum Lum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhava Nashimashi Kalantaka Kotyaditya Pradiptayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Lam Lim Lum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Chata Chata Prachata Kala Kala Nirupa Nishkalaji Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Ram Hrim Rum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Prachanda Maruta Kshipragra Sakala Viryodaka Panaraktakshi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Sam Sim Sum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Ekadashashata Sahasra Koti Koti Vadanayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Kram Krim Krum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Kalakutagni Bhayankara Maharudrajwala Raudravadana Prakashikayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Ram Hrim Rum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Ataladi Sarvasapta Loka Nagendra Bhayankara Jwala Sahasravadanayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Lam Lim Lum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Raktasanupama Skandha Mahachala Saikata Praya Vajravahu Mahabalaji Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Laim Laum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Sahasra Koti Kotyanda Devatastra Shastra Trishtikarana Drishtijata Vadanayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Ram Hrum Hraim Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Satyalokanta Charachara Sahasra Kotyanda Bhasmadha Hrim Klim Sam Sim Sum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Devarshi Ganaputitangri Padayugalayi Namo Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Kram Krim Krum Namah Shivaya Charavana Bhavana Shimashi Deva Gandharva Yaksha Rakshasa वीर्य वीर्य वीर सर्वजीव मधुप्राय भक्षिण्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं लां लीं लूं नमः शिवाय शरवण भवन शिमशि मधुमैरि घी सप्तपान धूलित प्रचंड मारुत क्षिप्रवेगायै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं नमः शिवाय शरवण भवन शिमशि समस्त मंत्र तंत्र यंत्र विष विशुत्याभिचार शून्य ब्रह्म हत्यादि पापध्वंसिन्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं कं खं गं घं ngं ह्रीं नमः शिवाय शरवण भवन शिमशि मूलाधाराम्बुजारूढा वल्लभाव मायै गुहास्त्रमूल प्रकृत्यै नमो नमः ओम ह्रीं क्लीं ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं चं छं जं झं यं श्रीं नमः शिवाय शरवण भवन शिमशि स्वाधिष्ठानाम्बुजारूढा ज्येष्ठा रौद्री गुहास्त्रवागीश्वर्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं टं ठं डं ढं णं क्लीं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि मणिपूराम्बुजारूढा नारायणी काली कलविकर्णी गुहास्त्र महालक्ष्मी नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं तं छं दं धं नं सहसौ क्लीं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि अनाहताम्बुजारूढा महारौद्री बलविकर्णी गुहास्त्र संहार रूपायै रौद्र्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं पं फं बं भं मं ऐं सूं ह्रीं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि विशुद्ध्यारोहण बलाकी बलप्रमथिनी गुहास्त्र गौर्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं यं रं लं वंशं शं सीं सां नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि आज्ञाकलारूढा सर्वभूतदमनी गुहास्त्र मनोन्मन्यै नमो नमः.
This banana peel is in garbage.
ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं सं हं क्लां क्लीं क्लूं सौं ऐं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि सहस्राराम्बुजारूढा इच्छाज्ञानक्रियाशक्त्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं लं क्षं क्यां कीं क्यूं सौं ऐं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि सद्गुरुस्वरूपण्यै नमो नमः ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं अं आं इं ऐं उं ऊं ह्रीं ह्रीं लीं लीं ऐं ऐं ॐ औं अम्मः कं खं गं घं ngं चं छं जं झं यं टं ठं डं ढं णं तं थं दं धं नं पं फं बं भं मं यं रं लं वं शं शं सं हं लं क्षं ओम श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ऐं ईं नं लं ऐं लं सौं नमः शिवाय शरवण भव न शिमशि बिन्दुनाद द्वादशान्तारूढरूपिणी पराशक्त्यै नमो नमः. We will now be chanting the Moola Mantra and offering a flower to the Shaktiyayudha, the veil of Bhagavan Subrahmanya. ओम सां सीं सूं सैं सौं सः श्रीं ऐं क्लीं ऐं सौं ज्वलज्वालायै कोटिसूर्यप्रकाशायै महाशत्रुभयङ्करायै लं रं दशास्यकरविंशत्यै सौं ॐ पराशक्त्यै हुं फट् स्वाहा नमः. We will now be performing the Subrahmanya Yantra Puja. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, reveals that the yantras are the line form of the deity. The mantra of Bhagavan Subrahmanya, the Moola mantra, is the sound form of the deity. Now we will be worshipping the paraphernalia of Bhagavan Subrahmanya in his yantra, the Sangopanga Puja, which is the offering of the puja along with all its various components, worshipping not only Bhagavan Subrahmanya but all the various deities who are his paraphernalia, who live around Bhagavan Subrahmanya. We will now be drawing the Subrahmanya yantra onto the plate with the bhasma, with the vibhuti. We will now be demonstrating step by step of how to draw the Subrahmanya yantra. First is to draw the Shatkona, the hexagonal structure, which is drawn by a downward facing triangle and an upward facing triangle intersecting each other. Next is to draw a Bindu Trikona, which is a downward facing triangle with a dot in the center. Next is to draw 3 lines, horizontal lines, above the downward facing triangle which is in the center. This is called as the Guru Mandala. Beside the triangle which is in the center, on both the sides, we must draw a small veil and a Trishul, which are the Ayudhas of Bhagavan Subrahmanya. After having drawn the veil and the Trishula, draw a circle around the hexagonal structure. Next is to draw the Shad Dala Padma, the 6 lotus petals. Now, draw the lotus petal starting from the tip of the triangle which is downward facing.
draw the 6 lotus petals in a way that the tip of the lotus petal touches the tip of the triangle. Now, after having drawn the Shadala Padma, the 6 lotus petals, you will draw another circle to enclose the 6 lotus petals. Now, after having drawn the circle around the 6 lotus petals, we will now draw a lotus of 12 lotus petals, starting with the downward facing lotus triangle. The tip of the triangle, which is downward facing, must be parallel. It must be straight to the lotus petal that is downward facing. Finally, we will draw the Vrittatraya, meaning the 3 concentric circles enclosing the yantra. With this, we have drawn the Subrahmanya yantra. Let us now enter into the yantra puja. First is the offering of Dhyanam. We meditate on the form of Bhagavan Subrahmanya within the yantra. Meditate on the form of Bhagavan Subrahmanya seated on the Ratna Simhasana, the golden throne, which is under the Parijata, which is under the Kalpa Vriksha, the wish-fulfilling tree, which is further surrounded by the Parijata, all the heavenly, divine paraphernalia around Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Offer the Dhyanam and offer the flowers by the end of the mantra. Om Athaham Vaindave Chakre Satya Simhasane Shubhe Samasinam Guham Vande Param Brahmanya Sanyakam. Offer the flowers on to the center of the yantra to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. We'll enter into the first avarana, the first layer of deities around Bhagavan Subrahmanya. The first avaran of the puja is done to the Sharanga Devatas, the energy of Bhagavan Subrahmanya's various body parts. The Hridaya, Shira, Shikha, Kavacha, Netra, and the Astra are the Sharangas, which are the heart energy of Bhagavan Subrahmanya, the energy of the head, the energy of the Shikha, the energy of the Kavacha, the armor, the Netra, the 3 eyes, and the Astra, the weapons of Bhagavan Subrahmanya in his hand. The worship is done in the following directions. The point where the center triangle is facing is the east. The offering is done first in the 4 corners, in the southeast, in the northeast, in the southwest, and in the northwest. Now, please offer the flower in the southeast direction. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Brahm Hridayaya Namaha Hriday Shakti Shri Padakam Pujayami Tatpayami Namaha. Now, offer the flower in the northeast direction. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Mam Shirase Swaha Shirashakti Shri Padakam Pujayami Tatpayami Namaha. we have projected the yantra, the part of the diagram with the numbers. So as we are offering the puja, you can look at the diagram and perform the puja according to the numbering in the diagram. We are now offering the third offering, the Shikha Shakti. Offer the flower in the southwest direction. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Nyam Shikhaji Vashate Shikha Shakti Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Next is the Kavacha. Offer the flower in the northwestern direction, the fourth offering. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Yam Kavacha Hum Kavacha Shakti Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now we'll be offering the flowers in the four cardinal directions, starting from the east, going clockwise. So first offer to the east, then the south, then the west, and then the north. You can follow the diagram. The flower is numbered as number 5. Om Hrim Shrim Nam Netratrayaya Vaushate Netra Shakti Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer the flowers in all the four directions. Now offer the flower in the center of the yantra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Mam Astraya Phate Astra Shakti Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. We will now enter into the Guru Mandala Archana, the offering of puja to the Guru Mandala. We are projecting the diagram with the Guru Mandala, the 3 lines numbered. Now please take a few flowers in your hands and offer it to all the 3 lines along with the mantra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Divya Siddhamana Udha Gurubhyo Namaha iti Pushpanjalim Dattva.
This charger actually repairs your phone while charging.
Now offer the flowers to the innermost line. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Dakshinamurti Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Narayana Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Brahma Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sanaka Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sanatana Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sanandana Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sanat Kumara Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer the flowers to the second line, which is in the center. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kashyapa Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Atri Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Bharadwaj Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vishwamitra Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Gautama Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Jagadagni Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vasishta Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Shuka Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Agastya Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Raghu Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Nidagha Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Dattatreya Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer the flowers to the third line, the outermost line. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Gorakshanandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Matsyanandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Konkananandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Bhoganandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kalhatanandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Virendranath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Balayachara Nandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Madhyanandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Giranandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Isakti Siddhanandanath Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vibhudarandamba Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Have your hands in the Namaskar Mudra, requesting Bhagavan Subrahmanya's grace, blessings and permission to perform the puja to the various avaranas, the avarana devatas. Satchidananda Sarvajna Subrahmanya Shivatmaka Anubhyan Dehi Me Swamin Parivarachanayate. First, we'll offer the puja to the Dik Chakra, the Bhupuratraya. Please take a few flowers in both the hands and offer the flowers as the Pushpanjali. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Ham Dik Chakraya Namaha iti Pushpanjalim Dattva. We will enter into the first avarana of the Bhupuratraya. Visualize the Bhupura, the 4 directional enclosure around the yantra, around the plate. We will be projecting the diagram with particular positioning of where to offer the flowers. We will be worshipping the Ashtamahashaktis, such as the Anima, Mahima, Lahima, Garima, and others. These Shaktis, these powers, directly serve Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Let us now enter into the offering of the puja to the first rekha, the first line. Please offer the flowers each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Anima Siddhi Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Mahima Siddhi Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Garima Siddhi Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Lahima Siddhi Shri Padgam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha.
ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः प्राप्ति सिद्धि श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः प्राकाम्य सिद्धि श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः ईशित्व सिद्धि श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वशित्व सिद्धि श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। Now continue to offer the flowers to the bhupra. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. Now offer the flowers each time the word Namaha is chanted. ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः विवेक श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वैराग्य श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः शम श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः दम श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः उपरति श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः तितीक्षा श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः श्रद्धा श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः समाधान श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः मोक्षता श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः श्रवण श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः मनन श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः निधिध्यासन श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरबाहु श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरकेसरी श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरमाहेन्द्र श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं वीरमहेश श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरपुरन्दर श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरराक्षस श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरमार्ताण्ड श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः वीरान्तक श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः।
Knowledge is trapped in people.
Take flowers with your hands in the Anjali Mudra and offer the Pushpanjali to the Dikchakra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Dikchakradhisthita Agni Swarupa Parichinna Parabrahma Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Have your hands in the Namaskar Mudra. Praying to Bhagavan Subrahmanya for having completed the first Avarana Puja. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Abhishta Siddhi Medehi Sharanagatavatstala Bhaktya Samapayatubhyam Prathama Varanarchanam. Please take Nutanya of Samanyarghya and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Idam Samanyarghyam Devasya Vamahaste Samarpya. Please have your hands in the Namaskar Mudra. Anena Prathama Varanarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subramanya Priyatam. Now perform the Yoni Mudra and pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Yoni Mudraya Pranamet. We will now enter into the second Avarana. The second Avarana is the Vrittatraya, which consists of the three concentric circles. Offer the Pushpanjali with both your hands to the chakra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Samramtam Gunachakraya Namaha iti Pushpanjalim Dattva. Now offer the flowers to the first chakra, the outermost chakra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sattva Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Rajoguna Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Tamoguna Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Maya Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer the flowers to the second circle. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Parabhag Devata Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Pashanti Bhag Devata Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Madhyama Bhag Devata Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vaikhai Bhag Devata Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer to the third chakra, innermost circle. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Bhutapanchaka Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Gunapanchaka Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Jnanendriya Panchaka Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Karmendriya Panchaka Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Now offer the Pushpanjali in the center of the altar. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Samramtam Gunachakrādhisthita Guratita Swarupa Nishlai Gunya Parabrahma Shripadukam Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Have your hands in the Namaskar Mudra and pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya for having completed the second Avarana Puja. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Abhishta Siddhi Medehi Sharanagatavatstala Bhaktya Samapayatubhyam Dutiya Varanarchanam. Please take Anudhanya of Samanyarghya and offer it to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Om iti Samanyargham Devasya Vamahaste Samarpya. Anena Dvitiya Varanarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subramanya Priyatam. Show the Yoni Mudra and pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya with the Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudraya Pranamet. Next is the Trityavarna, the Dvadasha Kamala, which is the 12-petaled lotus. We will now be here projecting the 12-petaled lotus, the Dvadasha Padma, on the screen. You can see and accordingly offer the flowers, starting from east, going clockwise, from the number 1 up till number 12. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. First, offer the Pushpanjali in the center of the yantra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhukam Kalachakra Namaha iti Pushpanjali Dattva. Now, starting from the number 1 to number 12, offer the flowers in the respective positions. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kalashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kashtashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Ghatikashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Muhurtashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Divasashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Pakshashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Masashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Ritashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Ayanashri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Samvatsara Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Yuga Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kala Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Please take the flowers in your hands and offer the Pushpanjali in the center of the chakra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kala Chakra Dishtita Kala Kala Swarupa Nitya Brahma Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Pray with your hands in the Namaskar Mudra for having completed the third Avarna Puja. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Abhishekam Nedehi Sharanagatavatala Bhaktatapetu Trityavarnachanam. Please offer the Samanya Jhat Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Om Samanyargham Devasya Mahate Samatya Anena Trityavarnarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subrahmanya Priyatam. Pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya with the Yoni Mudra. Let us now enter into the fourth Avarna, the Turyavarna, which is the Shaddara Padma, the 6-petal lotus. Offer the flowers to the 6-petal lotus. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Samsarvajna Chakra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Samsarvajna Chakra Namaha Pushpanjali Dattva. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sarvajna Shakti Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha.
Remember how exciting
Sauhu Nitya Shakti Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Anadibodha Shakti Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Satantra Shakti Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Anantabodha Shakti Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Bhuloka Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Agimandala Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Antariksha Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Suryamandala Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Swarga Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Somamandala Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Sarvajna Chakradhisthita Bhuma Swarupa Sarvaishwarya Prada Parabrahma Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya, Jahan in the Namaskar Mudra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Avekasiddhi Medehi Sharanagatavatpala Bhaktya Samarpayatubhyam Turyavarnarchanam. Offer the Samanyargham Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Samanyargham Devasya Mahate Samarpya Anena Turyavarnarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmakaha Shri Subrahmanya Priyatam. Now pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya with the Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudraya Pranamet. Next is the Panchamavarna, the 5th Avarna, which is the Shatkona Chakra, the hexagonal structure. Offer the Pushpanjali to the center of the chakra. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Aim Vagbhava Chakra Namaha iti Pushpanjali Dattva. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Prajnanam Brahma Rigvedamaya Mahavakya Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Aham Brahmasmi Yajurvedamaya Mahavakya Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Tattvamasi Samavedamaya Mahavakya Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Ayamatma Brahma Atharvaveda Mahavakya Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Shiksha Shastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Kalpashastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vyakarana Shastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Chanda Shastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Jyotish Shastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Nirukta Shastra Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Hrim Namah Shivaya Devadarshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Namo Narayanaya Vaishnavadarshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Hrim Shrim Shaptadarshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Ganganapati Namaha Ganapati Darshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Hrim Grinihi Surya Aditya Om Sauradarshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Bham Bhairavaya Namaha Kapalika Darshana Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Parashila Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Jaiti Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Shuddha Chitta Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Purnagiri Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Purnaphala Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Vanagiri Pita Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Aim Vagbhava Chakradhisthita Vamagochara Swarupa Parabrahma Shri Padukam Pujami Tarpayami Namaha. Please pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya for having completed the 5th Avarna Puja. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Sauhu Abhishekam Nedehi Sharanagatavatpala Bhaktya Samarpayatubhyam Panchamavarnarchanam. Offer the Samanyargham to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Samanyargham Devasya Mahate Samarpya Anena Panchamavarnarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subrahmanya Priyatam. Perform the Yoni Mudra. Pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Yoni Mudraya Pranamet. We will now perform the 6th Avarana Puja, which is the worship Trikona, the downward facing triangle. Offer the Pushpanjali. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Klim Shakti Chakraya Namaha Pushpanjali Dattva. Offer flowers to the chakra. Each time the word Namaha is chanted. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Akaratmaka Ichha Shakti Swarupa. Vani Sameta Brahma Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Ukaratmaka Jnana Shakti Swarupa. Vaishnavi Sameta Vishnu Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Makaratmaka Kriya Shakti Swarupa. Rudrani Sameta Rudra Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Shri Hrim Klim Ain Klim Sauhu Om Omkaratmaka Parashakti Swarupa Maya Vishishta Karaneshwar Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Satswarupa Vidyashakti Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Satswarupa Vidyashakti Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Ananda Swarupa Vidyashakti Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Klim Shakti Chakradhishita Vidyaswarupa Brahma Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Pray with the hands in the Namaskar Mudra to Lord Subrahmanya. For having completed the 6th Avarana Puja, Om Hrim Shri Maim Klim Sauhu Avishakti Nedehi Sharanagatavatala Bhaktya Saprapetubhyam Shashta Kyavaranaarchanam. Offer the Samanya Arghya to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Samanya Arghya Devatya Vamahatte Samarpya Anena Shashta Varnarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subrahmanya Priyata. Now perform the Yoni Mudra and pray to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Yoni Mudraya Pranamet. We will now enter into the Saptama Avarana, the last Avarana, the Puja with the Bindu, the dot in the center of the yantra. Offer the Pushpanjali. Om Hrim Shri Ain Klim Sauhu Brahma Sakraya Namaha Pushpanjalim Dattva. Om Hrim Shri Ain Klim Sauhu Sharavana Bhava Brahmanya Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Ain Klim Sauhu Brahma Sakraya Brahma Shri Pada Puja Tarpayami Namaha. Now, pray with your hands in the Namaskar Mudra. Om Hrim Shri Ain Klim Sauhu Avishakti Nedehi Sharanagatavatala Bhaktya Samarpayetubhyam Sattama Varnarchanam. Offer the Samanya Arghya to Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Samanya Arghya Devatya Vamahatte Dattva Anena Sattama Varnarchanena Bhagavan Sarvadevatmaka Shri Subrahmanya Priyata. Perform the Yoni Mudra. With this, we have come to the conclusion of the Avarana Puja. I'll announce. We will now offer the Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedyam and the Arati to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva. Please take a few flowers in your hands, hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra and meditate on the form of Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva. Vande Sindurakantim Sharabhipinabhavam Srimayuradhirodham Tadbhakram Devasena Madhuriputanaya Vallabham Dvadashaksham Shaktim Banam Kripanam Dhutamapitarata Chabhayam Savyahastaihi Chapam Vajram Sarojam Katakamapivaram Sulamanye Irtadhanam Sahasratalapankate Sakalashitharashmiprabham Varabhayakanambujam Vimalagandha Pushpambaram Prasannavadanekshanam Sakala Devata Rupinam Smare Chirasihamthakam Tatabhimana Purvam Gurum. Offer the flowers to Bhagavan Subrahmanya and the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva. Now please take the dhupa in your hands and slowly wave it towards Swamiji and Bhagavan Subrahmanya along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Dashangam Gugulopetam Sugandham Sumanoharam Agreya Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pratikrishyata Shri Vallidev Sena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami Namaha Dhupamagrapayami. Next is the offering of Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. Please take the Deepa in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Subrahmanya and Swamiji along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Sadyam Trivarti Sanyuktam Vanhina Yotitam Maya Grahana Mangalam Deepam Trailokya Divirapaham Shri Vallidev Sena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Surupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Parashivaya Namaha Deepam Sundarshayami. Next is the offering of Naivedyam. Please take an udharni of water, hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it to Swamiji and Bhagavan Subrahmanya. Om Amrite Amritodbhave Amritavarshini Amritam Shravaya Shravaya Svaha Shri Vallidev Sena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Surupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Parashivaya Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami Naivedyanantaramaschamanam Samarpayami. Now please take the Arati and offer the Arati to the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva and Bhagavan Subrahmanya along with the mantra. Om Sangrahanyeshya Yadate Imam Janatakum Sangradhaniki Dvadasharatni Rashana Bhavati Dvadashamasa Samvatsaraha Samvatsarameva Varundhe Maunji Bhavati Urvayunjaha Urjameva Varundhe Chitra Nakshatram Bhavati Chitram Vajetat Karma Karpura Gauram Karmamataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravinде Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Shri Vallidev Sena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami Namaha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Surupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Namaha Karpura Neerajaram Sandarshayami Rakshantharayami. शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरिः ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ओम नित्यानन्दम्
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, KAILASA has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of KAILASA is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors,